Yeah. Okay, we're gonna be going live in 3, 2,
Oh no.
1, go.
Hi. The spectrums of light are pretty interesting. Did you know that red goes the farthest? You can see other spectrums of light you couldn't see before if your vision's green.
We're losing him. We're losing him. We're losing him. We're
That's
losing
very
him.
tired.
We're losing him.
Yeah, I'm really tired. I rolled out of bed. Welcome to the wrong side of the bed. Weekly. Not monthly, but weekly.
Yep.
Here we'll
that's
discover
us.
and discuss what side of the bed you need to roll out of. Is it the front
Up.
or the back? Maybe
You
it's
go
one of
through
the
the bottom.
sides? Can you phase through your mattress? That may be the best way.
Oh god.
Maybe you should do that thing where you get two mattresses and sandwiches yourself in them.
Is that a thing that people do?
You can fuck your mattress that way.
Ah! Ah! Okay.
There's a lot of
Off
depth
to a great
and
start, guys.
discussion on which side of the bed you should get out of. Welcome to the Redacted podcast. Fuck all of that. Just fucking cross it out. You don't need it. I didn't need it. You didn't need it. We didn't need it. We can move past this. I believe in us. In our relationship values, I think we can move past this. My name's Matt.
And I'm Kai.
Hi, Matt. Hi, Kai. I'm Jason. It's a pleasure to meet you guys.
It's a pleasure to meet you guys too.
It was
Get to know each
fucking
other for
tired.
the first time.
for the first
I can
time.
tell, Matt.
So I'm going to be
Yeah.
talking.
You doing alright, bud?
I fucking listen. Yesterday, not today, yesterday, I woke up at 8 p.m. And I went to bed today at 12 p.m.
Uh-huh.
I had actually no, I think it was 1. I've had
What to eat?
6-ish hours of sleep. One of which was a attack on hour. Because I was like, hey, Kai, I need an extra hour. Give me a minute, man. And now we're here.
Yes, we are.
Vampirism is a real illness.
And Matt has it.
Yes, I do.
It's true. To be fair, I was also up till 6 a.m., so that's about normal for me.
Pussy shit. Sun wasn't halfway through the sky when you went back to bed.
That's true. It was just peeking up over the corner, and I was like, hello, son, and it was like, fuck you! I'm bright!
My
And
my
that's how
room
that
faces the east, and I hate it. Because, the sun always just peeks its way in. It's like, hey, fucker.
Just gotta get those really nice blinds that perfectly block out the sun.
I wish I had those. I should.
They're
I should
really
do.
fucking nice.
My sister had the perfect hikikomori setup, where it's she had towels taped over her windows.
Mmm.
I need to do
That's
that.
a good way to do it also.
Wait, taped over?
Taped over, yeah,
With, duct tape?
yeah,
With the tape of the ducks?
yeah.
Huh.
It'd be ducked,
Cool.
not ducks.
It's duct tape. The ducks make the tape. Come on. Matthew, get with the times. That's offensive to the ducks.
Nigga, if the ducks make the tape, that means we're killing the ducks to make the tape.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Oh, shit.
Shit.
You just kill a duck and you start
no.
ripping out the rolls.
Oh, no!
It's
Oh, no.
already in there.
True. So, how's everybody's week been?
It's been a lot of Destiny, unsurprisingly.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
yes. I worked out for the first time in 4 years yesterday, and I'm very sore right
Ooh.
now.
Yep.
What'd
In
you
very
do?
much pain. I went bouldering with my sister.
Oh,
Bouldering? What the
Mhm.
fuck is bouldering?
It's rock climbing, and don't ask what the difference is because I'm not sure.
Is it one of those indoor turfs?
Yeah. It's pretty fun.
Pardon me, but what's the difference between that and rock climbing?
Don't ask me because I don't know.
Fuck,
Why would
okay,
you
I'm
ask?
sorry,
You don't have
Jesus.
the answers.
I don't know what the difference is, but it was pretty fun. Being sore is not fun though, but
I get
Is
that.
it rock bouldering or is it just bouldering?
it's just called bouldering.
Ah, okay. Bouldering is a form of rock climbing, but the difference is that the climber doesn't use any safety equipment like ropes or harnesses.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's the differences.
that's the difference. Good
It was
job,
pretty
guy.
fun. I enjoyed it.
Good job.
You're killing it, bud.
I'm
I
gonna
got
get them
very
gains.
tired very fast. I was like
Yeah.
partway up one of the like trails, whatever the fuck it's called, and I just stopped moving and just trooped backwards. I'm just like, oh god, I'm too tired to climb anymore.
You'll never. It's funny. You'll never really forget, or you'll never really know just how little stamina you have until you push yourself.
Oh yeah, especially when you're very weak and out of shape like me, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you go bouldering, and then you're like, fuck, I did like one, and I'm already panting.
Oof.
I find
Bad
that
hit.
what like I find, at least for myself, there's that like I have two levels of like. So whenever I do my biking in the day, right, I get really tired really early on, like I'm fucking dying really off on the early. But once I break through that little bit, I get to the true staminams, where then it's just like, oh yeah, I'm just biking, it's fine.
Mm.
You gotta break through the early bit of and then you can get to the true stamina. And that's
Yeah,
where
that's true.
everything is possible. But you also gotta build that up. Don't be anemic.
Yes, that
True,
too.
very true.
Yeah, I've been working out every other night, doing a set, and
Nice.
that's been nice. Yeah, that's
What
been
you
helpful.
need to do, Jay, is shave your fucking belly.
What the fuck?
Random call up. Okay.
Why are you calling me out, man? What the fuck?
Because every time you stretch, and your shirt lifts just above the midway, and I can see that belly button. It's a fucking hairy hole, motherfucker.
You shouldn't see my belly button then, Matt.
Why are you motherfuckers so hairy?
Welcome to the Belly Button Call Out Podcast, episode 10. Okay, guys.
I will attack you both with razors, if only to destroy the evil that is belly hair.
Jesus Christ.
Matt really hates hair.
Oh, so
I
much.
think- Yeah.
My kingdom for a
that's-
smooth universe.
Oh dear Lord.
When you were reading that SAO fucking sex scene, my sense of mind wasn't on the fact that Kirito's fucking his underage girlfriend while he is also underage. No, wait, Asuna was older than him. So it
Yeah.
was Kirito who was underage and Asa was above age. Nah, my mind wasn't on the fact that, they're just fucking. My mind was on the fact of, wait, everyone in SAO is hairless from the neck down. That's fucking perfect.
Matt's
The
perfect
dream
world.
universe. Log me into SAO. I don't care. That's perfect. I'll take it. Turtle entrapment. It's fine. Nobody has body hair. It's perfect.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I hope you get that one day, Matt. I believe in you, bud.
How was your week, Jay?
It was pretty good. I had PAX East over the weekend, which was a blast, as usual. I have a lot to talk on that. Trying to think of what else I did this week. Started playing Destiny with Kai. We pushed
Finally.
past- Yeah, finally.
After trying to get you into it since it fucking launched, because we
Listen.
talked about it, and I made a
Listen.
clan for us to play together, and then you just never bought the fucking game.
I'm sorry. I'm doing it now.
And then you started playing after I switched over to PC.
Yeah.
that was just even made it even worse.
The bigger kick in the dick is that you had to be like, I have to go
I'm back on the console on my much shittier character.
Them
Well, maybe you
load
should've thought about
times.
Oh yeah, and the load times are fucking awful on console.
Yeah. I'm sorry, bud.
Motherfucker.
That's all me. But we're doing that now.
Yeah,
Kai
it's fun.
is way stronger than I am, so he's
Yes.
just carrying me the whole game. That's it.
Yep, basically. We are almost got you to the really good DLC.
Yes.
It'll take like half an hour to finish the one we're on now because it's stupid short.
Yeah, it's real short. It's gonna be good, and then we can get to like actual, real, fun stuff.
Really fun DLC.
Yeah.
Also, once you're high enough light level, so you can actually do the fucking raid,
Yeah, that
which
too.
is what I really want you to get to, because
The
I'm
other
a
fun
raid.
stuff. All the cool things.
If only I unlocked the raid stuff on my PC account, motherfucker.
Ooh,
I'm so salty.
Well, that's what you get for playing MMO on 2 different consoles.
Fuck I blame you entirely.
I also
Okay,
nominate
problems.
Jason for blame.
Alright, I
Good.
see how it is. I see how we're
It's
doing
deserved.
But to
You
be
know what?
fair, I also nominate Kai for making me buy an SAO game. That was shit.
this now. Yeah, see? So there we go.
I'll take it. That's fair.
Let's see, what else? I also finally only have one boss left to beat in Sekiro, and it's the final boss of my first playthrough.
I'm proud of you, bud. You're almost there.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot easier to kill the final boss than any of the others, which is like gonna be good. All the
Nice.
more recent bosses have been a pain in the dick. So it's good to do something fun for once.
How do you feel about Sekiro?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I've gone on and on about this. I think I took up like 30 minutes in the last podcast. I really like the game. I like the more I go into it, the more I enjoy it. There's a so without like spoiling really much of anything. There was a really cool throwback to the Souls series in the like optional hidden boss. He's like the second to last boss that you're gonna fight. And the entire game, it's, you know, it teaches you to fight. You know, you get cool sword fights, and you want to be aggressive and clash and get really in the opponent's face and play the game like Sekiro. And then you hit this boss, and everything from the like the song that plays during it to the boss moveset and design just oozes souls. Even the arena is really like it feels like a big Souls arena, which is really sick. So I really appreciated that throwback. But yeah, other than that, I really like it. I just learned that there's an item that I should have been using for like the entire game that I haven't been using. So yeah, it's great. Kai, where are you in Sekiro now?
I'm
still-
right. I defeated the ogre, chained up ogre. That was the last thing
you're
I
still
did the other
right
night.
in the beginning.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
The beginning. Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense. Yeah. Matt, you started Sekiro, right?
That I did.
How do you like it?
I want Neo too.
I see.
I
Yeah,
don't
you
think
want that
Sekiro's a
Neo
bad
too?
game. I actually think it's quite a good game. And while I'm having fun with it,
Interesting.
I think I'm pretty much at like the midway point, close to the 60%.
What's the most recent boss that you fought?
I think I might have done one after this, but see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, is no evil.
The folding monkeys, yeah.
Yes.
Folding tree monkeys. Yeah, that's a weird one. Yeah, you're pretty far in.
Like I said, I think I've done one past that. I just can't remember.
Yeah, you're at least 60%.
And yeah, like I said, I'm having fun, but it's just, I don't know. It is a game.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You know what? Like, a thing that always gets me is like Eastern styled games. Like, Japan setting is always something that will get me to like want to buy a game. Neo was really good. I liked Neo a lot.
I also like Neo quite a bit.
I played the shit out of that game. I haven't played any of the DLCs to Neo. I'm trying to get Kai to buy Neo so that we can do a playthrough of that on stream, because that'd be cool. Because that's cooperative.
Oh my.
Oh my. But yeah, I don't know. I think that one of the things that like that's weird about Sekiro is the lack of like having alternate weapons or anything like that, even for like a character action, especially for like a character action game. Just the lack of having like an alternate weapon that you can swap into. But like it's totally understandable.
I think the subsidiary weapons that Sekiro has make up for it more than enough.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose
a host of shit.
I mean, you have a lot of options. Yeah, exactly.
You have your 3 ninjutsu tools equipped at a time.
Yeah. So like you have the prosthetics, you have your ninjutsu, you have your special attacks. You got a lot of stuff, and then you have everything that's in your inventory, which is another huge bonus.
It's not like the enemies are terribly complex on their methodologies.
No, and especially once you start, like once you get the parry timing down and everything, it's just like, all right, it's death blow in a row.
I'm really mad that the game like never really explained jump counters until a loading screen. Because that's important, motherfucker.
I feel like I got a tutorial for that.
You mean
tutorial early on says
like
jump over it, right?
X?
But it never says double jump on them.
Yeah, it does.
Fucking when?
It's in your sparring against the Undying Soldier. Hanbei explains it to you.
Is it the step dodge one?
I think it might be the step dodge one.
Fuck, that explains it.
Yeah, no, Hanbei gives you like is really important to go through the things with him, because he doesn't deal damage to you, and just exclusively allows you to train against him, which is a huge thing. That's how I got a lot of the parrying down. RIP. But yeah, no, he and the other good thing is that they don't let you progress until progress out of it until you do it. So
well, trust me, I don't fucking need it anymore. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean obviously, but yeah, no, it's one of those things that Hanbei offers you a lot. So to anyone that's listening to this that hasn't played it yet, make sure that you're interacting with Hanbei.
Don't be me and be all like, okay, yeah, I guess the step dodge is just asking me to dodge. Apparently, it's asking me to actually perform the jump counter.
Yeah. Yep, definitely do that. It deals extremely large amounts of posture damage. Like, it's kind of absurd. So you can also there are certain attacks that aren't the I can't remember the name of them, but the kanji attacks.
Oh, the perilous attacks.
Perilous attacks. Yeah, there are some of them that you can jump off of anyways and still deal crazy posture damage. That's something that I really like, is that there's a lot of like with the Mikiri counter, there's a lot of moves that aren't perilous attacks that are like thrusts that you can use to counter out of it. The same thing with the jump step. That's another really cool one. That there's a lot of other moves that you can use it with. I'm trying to think of what. There's a boss that was like that was particularly useful for, and I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it might have been Guardian Ape.
I feel like every boss, but all right.
Yeah. You might be right. I mean, a lot of bosses, it's really good for. Like I said, it's one of those things that high pressure works against most of the bosses.
And just not missing
Death
your
blows are
counters.
really successful. Yep, that too. Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, even if you do, like, even if you don't miss your counters, if you're not pressuring them to keep attacking, you like, it's more often than not, if you're not pushing them and actually like hitting them and utilizing them those moments where they're recovering to deal health damage and or force them to attack again, their posture will usually recover pretty quickly.
The methodology that works literally best in the game is to press R1 until prompted to either deflect or counter, and then continue pressing R1.
Yeah. Initiating a sword fight. The problem with that is that certain bosses will also can also perfect parry you. And
doesn't matter, just deflect them anyway.
Nah, that's not how that works.
It's worked pretty well thus far.
But if you jump, it works.
I'll tell you if I get into trouble with it.
Wait, are you using the Bell Demon?
No.
Oh, all right. That also makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, the Bell Demon is like the Covenant of Champions. In
the optional hard mode.
Yeah, in DS2. That's pretty cool. It pretty much guarantees a drop from like every enemy too, which is nice.
Jesus,
you get a lot of
there's
materials.
already more I already have enough shit.
But you have more shit.
Listen, Matt, you need those pellets.
I have enough sugar to fucking rot every one of Sekiro's teeth.
You need more.
No, I really don't. I really don't. Thank you.
The pellets. The pellets. The pellets are important.
It's fine. I think I'm fine.
Listen, you need more sugar and more pellets. There's
no
no way around this.
It's fine.
You know what game I'm super pumped for? Katana
What game,
Zero.
Jason?
What
was that?
Katana Zero.
Oh.
Yeah, it's coming out like real soon, April 18th.
Means that I have to survive taxes in order to play it.
It's gonna be so good. I played it at PAX this weekend, and it was absolutely radical. Like, an enemy touches you and you're dead. It's like a one-shot simulator, so all of your attacks will insta-kill, and all the enemies' attacks will insta-kill. But you can slow down time, and you can do all sorts of really cool shit. And one of the things that I really liked was there wasn't like a correct way to do most of the levels. Like, there were certain things that were like, yeah, you do this and you'll make it through the level better. But there was a lot of stuff where it's just like, as long as you can like kill the enemies and move through, you're good. You don't have to do it in any specific way, which was really sick.
Deflect the bullets with your sword, roll through the vase, and then throw the vase at the one guy. You did it all.
Yeah. There was a really cool point actually. I was having difficulty because there were 3 dudes with guns, and even if I slowed time and I got the parry off on the first bullet, I'd still get hit again by one of the other ones. So I wound up perfect parrying the first bullet, jumping into like up a flight of stairs and then turning on a laser grid that like killed the other 2 really quickly, and that was really sick. It also seems like there's going to be some optional stuff. There's like a therapy thing that you go through cutscenes that have branching dialogue paths, which seems like it might have something to do with how some of the levels play out. But I think is really sick. I also adore the art style. It's so good. And they have stealth sequences, which is really sick. Like, the game looks so good. It is so good. I played it. It's coming out. It's coming out in, like, what's today, the 5th?
Just under 2 weeks. Yeah,
It's coming out on the 18th. Yeah, exactly. That's fucking radical. It's a Thursday.
It's almost here.
It comes out in 2 Thursdays. Yeah, PAX is really cool. I got to see a lot of really cool stuff there. I'm trying to think of some of the highlights that were worth talking about. First up was obviously Dauntless. I played that a couple times there. It was really cool because every time, each of the times I played it, I had a couple different groups of friends that I jumped between. But there were the 2 times that I played it, I was both in groups of 4. And Dauntless is an up to 4 person. What's the right way? Like, what's the right genre name?
Hunter game.
It's not. It's a mon. Yeah, it's not. I would. Is it a hunter game? Is that?
Tokiden, Freedom Wars, Soul Sacrifice.
Yeah, but are those hunter games or are those like
Hunter games? Monhun clones, but not Monhun.
Yeah, I guess you gotta go. Yeah, hunter. Monster Hunter games. It's another game in that genre, but it's really well polished.
Duck Hunter 4. The one where you get the fucking turkey call, and you got the rifle, and you gotta shoot. It's a hunter game.
What are you talking about?
Hunter games. Like where you're going to hunt ducks. Those are real video games where you just get a gun and you have a duck call and you're like, wah, 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 and then you shoot the duck.
Yeah. Yes. Those are games. Yes, there are like hunting games. Yeah.
It's the same genre.
That's the thing. That's not the same genre, but all right. Well, we'll call them.
Yes, you understand my joke. Thank you, Jay. Woo. Good night, everybody.
Okay. All right.
Matt's going back to sleep.
Back to fucking bed. I gave my ass. Think I'd come into this fucking studio, fucking pretending to be tired for nothing.
Oh no!
Shit.
It's just you and me for the rest of the podcast, Jason.
Okay. All right. Matt's gone.
Sounds good.
All right. So, no, Dauntless is really cool. It's been in early access on PC on Steam for a little while now. That's been, it's been pretty cool. It's been in development for like 4 years, and I played it 2 years ago, and good lord, it was way less polished. The animations were nowhere near as clean. Even the like design aspects weren't nearly as cool. But then I played it this year, and I played it the first time. And the way that they had it set up is there were groups of 4, and there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 groups that were playing at a time, and anyone that was in the row was playing together on a single hunt, and they allowed the groups to vote on which hunt they were doing out of 4 that were available. The first time I did it, I did the like excruciatingly hard hunt that they had available, and we got our asses handed to us. But it was a ton of fun. It was really cool the whole time. I'm trying to remember the classes, but there's the glaive, the chain blades, the pistols, the sword, the hammer, the axe, and there's one more that I'm not remembering. But the first time I did it, I played the dual pistols. So I had I had range. If I was just out of its attack range, that's where I dealt the most damage. And then I had a special ability that if I pressed square, I would unleash a charge shot with both of the pistols, and if I pressed triangle, I could launch damage boost that anyone in my team could pick up. And it was this big lava, scrunchy lava monster. It was really weird. It dug underground and popped up, and then we all died. We got carded super hard, like super hard. But then I played it with another group of people the next day, and we did one of the easier ones. I'm trying to remember the name of the monster, but I can't. It was really cool. It was this monster that used ice attacks, but its gimmick was that every however much damage it would encase itself in ice, and then you had to it would still walk around the battlefield, but you couldn't deal damage to it until you broke the ice. And the way that you had to break the ice was by getting damage buffs off of killing the mobs that it summoned, and then each attack would be you'd get a damage boost for 6 attacks, and then you'd hit it and try and break the ice in that time, which was really cool. We got really close to killing it, but then we timed out after it was essentially in its limping phase. It was really upsetting to time out on the hunt.
That's the worst feeling.
Yeah.
Where, you're about to kill it, and it's like, oh, you ran out of time.
Yeah, it was the worst. It was even worse because we didn't get carded a single time. None of us died.
Oh, so you guys were doing it really fucking well.
Really well. Yeah, and we
ran
just
out of
timed
time.
out. Yeah,
That
because of its stupid armor. But it made sense. It was still a ton of fun. But yeah, the level of polish was great. The strafing was something that I really enjoyed. I noticed, because in a lot of hunter games, if even if you're locked on and you push in a direction, your character is fully going to face that direction and run. In this one, you strafe based on what you're locked on, but the lock off is really easy. It's just like a tap thing, so it's easy to get in and out of it. And the second time we fought the second monster, I used the glaive weapon, which was really sick. It's like the insect glaive. The insect glaive never leaves the ground, which was really sick. It was just like a cool spear. Yeah, it was really sick.
I like glaives. Glaives are cool.
So that's another game that's coming in a month or two to PlayStation and PC. Well,
it's already out on PC in early access.
Well, it's
you
in
can
early
download
access,
it on their site right now if you want.
Yep.
It's coming to Xbox, mobile, and PS4.
Yep. And that's coming out soon for its full release, which is really sick. The developers were also really cool. They were really awesome. Yeah, it was a ton of fun. I'm trying to think of the other games that I saw there that were really cool.
Game.
Oh yeah. There was another game that Matt, have you heard of Nirvana?
No. Well, I mean, I've heard of the concept, but
I know the band.
Yeah. So Nirvana's a game that's coming out soon that looked really cool. I didn't get the chance to play it, but I really want to. It's coming out for Steam, PlayStation 4, and Switch. And the premise of the game is that you are a bartender. And people will come into the bar and start talking to you. And you'll serve them drinks based on, you can serve them whatever you want to.
Is this the sequel to Valhalla?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And as depending on what drinks you give them, will open up different dialogue options, which will allow you to give them different different pieces of advice, which will then affect how their story plays out through the game. So it's it has this really cool system of you having to mix the drinks and everything in addition to it, and then they react differently. So my one of my friends, Jake, that played it, he played it, and the first girl, he gave her straight tequila for her first time at a bar ever, and she got shit-faced immediately because he gave her a double shot.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then gave her intentionally really bad advice. And it just
solid.
Yeah, it did not work out well. But other you have a massive list of things that you can make to do it. And then the other really cool thing that I think is really cool is that in addition to that, it will give you actual recipes for drinks that you can make on your own in real life.
I have an
I think
entire
it's
sheet
it's a really neat thing.
of fucking drinks.
Yes, you're a certified bartender.
Not well. I'm no longer certified to sling booze. My license has expired. But
How
for 2
frequently do you
years,
have to-
so yeah, that's the thing. To sling booze, you have to go through a state mandated test that you can take online, and so long as you're able to answer the questions sufficiently and you have proven your ability to distinguish the law on booze, you're then legal to sling booze as soon as you finish that and pay your fee for your licensing. It only
sense.
lasts 2 years though, so you have to update it every 2 years.
Nah, that makes a lot of sense actually.
I have not updated mine, so there you go.
Oh, yep, that makes sense. You're not really slinging booze that much.
No, I never did.
Yeah.
I took that bartending course, which in reality seems rather silly now. And then I got licensed to sling booze, only to never sling booze.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, at least you have that, like, you know how to now.
Well, that's the thing. Not entirely. Like, yes, I can make you a margarita and a martini. I can do that. And I can figure out the workings of most drinks. But the reality of it is, like all jobs, experience is key. And there are going to be things that come with working as a bartender that I will never know because I have not worked as a bartender.
Yeah. So,
True.
I mean, most people go into bar backing first. So you bar back.
Exactly.
And then you get, and then you go into bartending. This is actually something, I was looking into this recently. As a part-time side gig, but yeah.
More ice!
Me too.
Yep. Just a fuck ton of ice. All the time. Ice. Trying to think of what other sick stuff I saw at PAX. There was Nirvana. Oh yeah, there's this other really cool this other really cool game. Now this one's kind of a weird one because it's and please, for the love of God, when I say this out loud, try not to roll your eyes. It's
Oh, God.
a mobile Souls-like character action game.
Okay.
But I actually played it. It's called Pascal's Wager. There are 3 playable characters, and it is one of the most polished, it is the most polished mobile game I have ever played. Like, it runs like a PlayStation 3 game. Like, it runs really, really well. So they have there are 3 versions that I think are coming out. There's the Switch one, the PC one, but the first one launching is the mobile one. And the people, the version that was that people were allowed to play, was, I think it was the Switch one, but we used it was the phone one, but we were allowed to, but we used a controller instead, because they wanted to show it off that way. But the lead developer was actually there showing off the game, and he had it on his phone, so he would just pull it out and start playing it right there, and it worked exactly the same, which was really sick. Yeah, it was really cool to actually see it. I can't remember the name of the the primary character, but he looks a lot like Geralt of Rivia. Yeah, which is really sick. Yeah, no, it looks like a really good game. And I actually am looking forward to it coming out. It should be coming out relatively soon-ish.
Pascal's Wager, I bet you can't drink this entire bottle of whiskey. Glug.
Glug, glug, glug. Yeah, no, it looks really cool. It's also, like, slightly open world, if I'm not mistaken. There's some, like, load in times, because it's a phone game. But yeah, it's yeah, it actually plays a little bit more like Bloodborne than Souls, but yeah, it looks really, really cool. There's a main character dude is a sword fighter. Then there's actually it looks like there's 10 playable characters. whack. There's the standard sword fighter. The three characters that you could play as the standard sword fighter. Then there's this girl that has a gun with a lance on the end of it. And then this sorcerer guy that was really weird. He wore a mask. Yeah, it was really cool. And then Square Enix was kind of disappointing. I played Days Gone. That was really, really cool, actually. That game's coming out in, I think it's the 28th. It's the new zombie open world zombie game starring Sam Witwer.
Nice.
I'm a huge fan of his. It's April 26th, actually. I was wrong. Yeah, I'm a huge Sam Witwer fan, and I like zombies. It was really cool. So I waited in line. It was capped all weekend, but there was this one point where I bought like a exclusive PlayStation jacket while I was there, and I kind of like schmoozed it up with the guys for a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I just haven't been able to get in. They were like, it's fine, we can fit another person into the line, right? Like we can fit one more in. And then they were like, yeah, why not? So then they just kind of threw me in into the queue, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna say no to this. And I waited through all of it. I got the chance to see it, and they did something that I really liked. They had their story demo, and then they had a horde mode demo, which are two separate things. So the story mode consisted, a lot of sneaking around and the more extravagant set pieces, and you're driving your motorcycle, picking some off, doing stealth stuff, interacting with your environment, looking around, finding stuff. But the horde mode is something that I did. That's the one that I focused on for the demo. You can pick between the two. And the horde mode is... have either of you guys seen anything for Days Gone?
No.
No? Okay. So one of the... Matt, have you?
No.
Okay. So one of the major focuses that the game has is on massive hordes of zombies. And I mean like hundreds of zombies in a single area. And then there's just things that... there are nests of them, where they will just nest and they'll go in and they'll just kind of writhe around in their own zombie juices, I guess.
Hot.
Yeah, it's real sexy. And it just starts off with I don't remember the name, the main character's name, but Sam Witwer's character being like, "Oh fuck, that's a horde." And then you have the ability to kind of sneak around the nest and set up traps if you want to, and there's a bunch of explosives and stuff. But once you fire your first shot, there's no stealth or anything. It's just like 200 zombies sprinting at you, and it's non-scripted. So it's not like they have like it's not like there's a specific amount of zombies that you need to like, oh, you shoot this and you'll take out this many or this many. No, you need to kill them all individually. So by using the explosives and firing into the crowd with whatever weapons you have. And it was so intense. I died 3 times in a row, like real hard. Because the moment that they caught up to me, they swarmed me, and I was fucked. There was nothing I could do. So it was a lot of me like sprinting around, trying to jump on top of things to stay away from them for long enough for me to turn around and fire off a couple rounds into the crowd. And it was so fun. Like the game didn't chug at all. The frame rate was solid the whole time. The controls are really intuitive. I fucked up several times because I didn't have the chance to like mess around with the controls beforehand. But and that was like a hard challenge thing to do. So I eventually did it, but I'm so excited for that game. I was already going to buy it, but this is just one of those. This is definitely one of the games that I'm really looking forward to this year. Now, nice. Yeah, it was really sick. And like I said, I'm a big fan of Sam Witwer. He does some great stuff. Every game he's in, he looks like the character is modeled directly after him, which is really funny. Additionally, that was another thing that was kind of neat. Was they had a life-size model. Excuse me. They had a life-size model of him, that was so painstakingly detailed that I was positive for the first 10 seconds that I was staring at it that it was actually Sam Witwer standing there, like, waiting for someone to take a photo. I got really excited, and then it didn't move or blink at all, and I was like, that's not Sam Witwer. Yikes.
That's so disappointing.
Yeah, it was really upsetting. But it was still really cool to see it. They also had a recreation of his bike that you could sit on and take pictures. There was a zombie bear statue that was actually 10 feet tall. And then they had like actors dressed up as zombies behind a fence scaring the shit out of people. And there was one point where there was this guy. It was actually it was one of the funniest moments of the weekend. There was this guy that was like this kid. He was in his he was like 15 or something, looking into the gate to see if there was any zombies around. And I had casually been talking to my friend, and I hunched down really low and like squat ran, going nyah, 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 nyah. And this kid like outside of the gate, and the kid looked over at me, screamed, and jumped like a foot and a half, and I was like, "Oh my god, I thought you were a zombie!" And I was like, "Am I that ugly?" It was really fucking funny. Yeah,
good job.
I scared the shit out of that kid.
You fucking did. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, what other sick games did I play? I played Anthem for 5 minutes. That game is really bad. I'm sorry, Kai. I know that.
Why are you apologizing to me?
I know that you think that it's mediocre, but I
didn't say mediocre. It's not a good game, but I didn't have a bad time while playing it. That's what I said.
Right. Fair enough. There was a lot of games that just looked like copies of other stuff. Pathologic 2 is there though. That was sick to see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because then Matt's still alive.
Yes.
I wish to
Matt
fight
is-
death and the plague. They are my true enemies. And we'll do it by talking. And a lot of walking.
Talk and walk, boy. Talk and walk.
You have no idea.
There was also the announcement for Borderlands 3 at PAX this year. That was cool. There's another game that I was thinking of. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh yeah, it was called Lost Islands. This is kind of neat. It was it's a battle royale game, which like had kind of made me like, great. But it's like a Japanese feudal Japan setting. And it's all third person, with like more intense combat. A lot of it's melee. I think bows are also a thing though. Which was really cool. And the graphics were actually really nice. I think it's coming out I think it's a PC exclusive. But that looks really cool. If you're into battle royales at all, I highly recommend checking it out. It looks like it was really, really cool. I really wanted to play it because it looked like it would be a ton of fun, but I didn't want to waste the time. You know, for a genre that I'm only vaguely interested in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's this
Seems so
other
interesting.
game, Tales of the Neon Sea. Let me make sure that I'm getting this right, actually.
Check your shit.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm. Yeah, it's like a futuristic, retro-styled pixel art game. That was really, really cool. I didn't get to play a whole bunch of it. I played it for like 4 seconds. But it seems like it's kind of like a hard-boiled detective game, but in the future. Ooh. Yeah, that was pretty sick.
Sounds interesting.
Oh yeah, the better Call of Cthulhu game. The Sunken City was there. Is that right? Is it the Sunken City?
I have no idea.
Yes, it was. Yeah, the Sunken City. It's a game that is coming out. It
Or wait, is it Sinking City?
The Sinking City. Yeah, that's it. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was there. That was really cool to see. The developers were there. I talked to them a little bit. It's, you know, it takes a lot of Lovecraft stuff. It's a Lovecraftian game, but it takes a lot from it, especially the Shadow over Innsmouth, which is like the base setting. And then you go through and it, you know, you have like detective portions, you have you know, the monster fighting portions, you have the shooting exploration elements to it. It's an open world game with a lot of really freaky shit going on that I thought was fucking sick.
Oh fuck, I like that.
It's a Lovecraft noir investigation game, and I
like that a lot.
Cannot stress enough how pumped I am for it. The game looks gorgeous. Like Kai, I cannot stress enough how much I like when I first saw it. I was like, fuck, I wish Kai was here so that he could see it in person.
Me too.
You get like a boat.
I love that kind of shit.
You have a boat that you can traverse portions of the sinking city in to go from place to place, and it's like it's an investigation game. You're trying to get to the bottom of this big investigation that's there. Fuck. So a lot of it's really like detective-y, but also you're fighting off the Lovecraftian monsters and abominations. So you got your guns and you go pew pew. It looks so cool.
Oh, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Shit.
I know that I asked them what the release date was, but I totally cannot remember.
It's June 27th.
June 27th? Yeah, it's really close.
Mm-hmm. It's
yeah.
soon.
It has a
definitely pick that
a
up.
really cool like that's another thing that I really like is you can get your investigations in the game. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of stuff that you need to learn and figure out. You can come to the wrong conclusion if you don't pay attention. So yeah, so like there will be things. Dear Lord. Fuck, I'm sorry. So like you can come to the wrong conclusion, and you can like, you can say like, this person is the one that's responsible for this crime, and they were totally innocent. And then like the person that got away like will get away and have like another thing going on, or it'll affect your world, based on what you learn and what you like, what pieces of evidence you collected or different clues you got. It's really defined by how observant you are.
Oh, I really like this.
Yeah, they're calling it the open investigation system. And
That's
like I
cool.
said, the game actually like
I like.
it's really visually it's really visually impressive.
Unlike Call of Cthulhu.
For what it is. I mean, it's not a AAA blockbuster game, but it's it's really nice for what they have. And like I said, the thing that I really dig is that they take inspiration from a ton of different Lovecraft things, but like it's primarily the Shadow over Innsmouth setting that I love so much. That's one of my favorite Lovecraft stories. And so like have either of you read The Shadow over Innsmouth?
No, but I've visited the setting enough.
It sounds really familiar, but I can't remember what the actual story is.
That's the one where the guy gets stuck in the town of Innsmouth, and the people there are like weird fish monsters.
Oh yeah. I know that.
So
one.
like they're like obviously they are fish monsters, but the locals all look deformed and kind of like fishy, which is something that they did with the NPCs that are from the setting in this game that I thought is sick. They don't call it Innsmouth because it's not. I don't think it's an officially licensed Cthulhu game, or Lovecraft game, but the town is named Oakmont. But
inspired off.
Yeah, it looks so fucking
heavily.
Cool.
I'm excited for that. I didn't know that was a thing until you just mentioned it. So
thank you. Dude, it's coming
I'm
up.
really looking forward to that now.
Like soon, and it looks so good. Like this, like I'm so hyped for it. And I'm glad that now you know about it too. It's coming out for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me while I take a sippy sip real quick.
Yep. Clear your
No
throat up,
worries. Does that about cover it for your PAX X4A?
I'm trying to think. Yeah, there was a lot. There was just like a ton of stuff that happened. So I'm sure I'll jump in. But that was some of the like major games that like came to mind right now. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Seemed like a good time. A lot of interesting shit.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. Which actually, I suppose that can kind of jump into one of my two topics.
I was actually going to talk about my week, but that's fine.
Oh yeah, no, Matt, go for it.
Oh, yeah, Matt never talked about this week.
I booted up Infamous again. I played Sekiro. I played Yakuza Kiwami.
Kiwami.
It's pretty fucking good. I really like Kiwami.
Yeah.
Kiryu's badass. What else is new? Water is wet. Kiryu is strong. Majima wears leather.
Yeah.
When I was looking for Infamous, I went through all of my PS3 games, and it's kind of weird. In order to play PS3 games now, I have to have my capture card set up in order to listen to the audio. Otherwise, there's no viable way for me to get audio output, because PS3s don't support USB headsets for in-game audio.
Mm-hmm.
Which is very disappointing and also very strange, but old technology, old hardware.
Mm.
I have a lot to say about the Infamous series. Quite excited to actually work on that.
Yeah, I love those games so much.
They're pretty good. I forgot how good Infamous 1 opens up. Like, as soon as you're done with the install screen, you get to the title screen, which is just a small picturesque bit of the town. And when you press start, the fucking bomb goes off.
Yeah.
It's really a strong opening. I forgot how good it was.
Yeah. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah. It's really strong.
It's really good.
I'm excited to keep playing. It's good. Infamous is good. It's good stuff. What's not good about Infamous? There's stuff that's not good about Infamous, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just fucking listen. Every step I take, another Reaper is born. And he will spawn on that rooftop right there and shoot me.
Yep.
And the second I walk into this alley, 5 Reapers are going to materialize into reality and be all like, "Some motherfucker? Bet you weren't expecting us."
Oh.
And then you walked into a firing squad.
Oh.
And guess what's going to happen again and again and again? It's all going to happen with the Dustman. I can't remember what the third enemy type is called. There are 3 islands.
In the first game?
Yeah.
It's the Reapers.
Dustman. And Lord only knows, because I can't fucking remember.
I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I played the first game.
Don't worry, I'll have an update when I fucking beat all of it. And then try to make a video. And then play Infamous 2 and Infamous Second Son. Cole is a sticky boy. He has a tendency to stick to things.
Yes, he does.
When you try to jump off a building, he's immediately like, "Nope, back to the ledge. My aerodynamicy has reversed in order to get closer to this ledge that you didn't want to get to. And I'm hanging on it now." Also, Cole was a vampire before he was a vampire.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about the bio-leech ability he has, where he just steals your brain, your biological brain electricity.
Yeah. He doesn't want to get it from the other things. He takes it from you instead.
He just sucks it up through his mouth.
Oh, wait. The alternate faction, it was Kessler's group, right?
The First Sons or whatever?
Yes. Because the Second Sons is a reference to them.
Ah, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
What the fuck is
Kessler's-
Sasha?
Sasha.
The first boss of the Reapers. Is she a conduit?
I'm trying to
Or is she just
remember.
some biological nightmare? She's the one that shoots black tar all over your face and is like, Cole, I love you.
Oh, yes. Yeah, she was a conduit that so she is a conduit, but her abilities were developed before the blast.
Well, I mean,
She was like a natural conduit.
all right.
Yeah.
What is your fucking tar bitch shit? Were you like that prior? Did Kessler get a blowjob from your mouth tentacles?
I'm sure he did.
I have so many questions.
Who was the other? It was Alden, right? Alden was the other villain, the like old man.
Think so. I do
With the-
remember an old man. I don't remember his name, but when I thought of the Dustman, I was like, "There's an old man, right?" I think so.
Yeah, he has like the leg trap thing.
We'll figure it out. I'll figure. It out.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
get there. Fucking
What are you playing it on?
PS3.
Ah.
I don't think there is a
Sounds-
re-release, my dude.
No, there's the HD collection.
Is there?
Yeah, I think so.
I swear I thought I looked for one because I know I would have bought one, but if there isn't, or if there is, and I'm just crazy.
No, I'm just crazy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's
because
I was thinking of the PlayStation 3 collection.
yep, there's
where,
the
yeah, it bundled
combo
the two of them
deal,
together. Yeah.
but there's no
Yeah.
HD on the PS4. I would have loved that if there was, but there
That-
isn't.
Would mean that we might get a new one.
Well, it would also mean that I'd get to play this without incessant popping. Like, the PS3 is not a very powerful system. I'm playing it there, and it's just like, oh, look at that. The rest of the bridge spawned in.
Yeah.
Still
Infamous one. That was one of the near launch titles for the PlayStation 3, wasn't it?
one of the what?
Like near launch titles. That was
Yeah, it was really early in the
on.
lifespan. So funny thing is, when I first started playing it, right, I got to the first moral decision, and I got a trophy. And I was like, oh, this was before trophies were a thing.
Huh.
That's how far back we're fucking going. Before MGS4 levels.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh.
Oof. But it's fun. I like it. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty. It was. Infamous is a great series. I feel like Second Son is the perfect tech demo for the PlayStation 4. I feel like the story isn't as good as the first two Infamous games, though.
That's probably correct. I'll come back to that conclusion when I can. Delson has interesting literary comparisons to the other characters, but we'll get to that. I also don't believe Delson should have been voiced by Nolan North.
It's Troy Baker.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Fuck, I am
100%
crazy.
sure.
Okay, I guess I'll have to check with that later.
Yeah, I talked to Troy Baker about it.
Huh. Yeah, okay. Pie on my face.
Yeah, no.
But that's basically my week. I don't remember doing anything else, and that's because my memory only serves about 3 days at a time. And also because the rest of my week was waiting to play the tabletop that we couldn't play due to me being a vampire.
Yes. Yep. That's
Yep.
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 Sounds
Yep.
about right.
It's okay. We'll play eventually.
We'll get there one day, bud.
One day.
It'll happen eventually.
Eventually. Assuming
I
I
believe
live.
in us.
Yes. Assuming.
Hopefully.
Maybe. I would hope so. Getting kind of worried now. And just like that, a train suddenly derails through Matt's house.
That'd
Killing
be
him
quite the
instantly.
derailment.
Yes, it would.
I feel like the
Yeah,
closest
fucking
one
would.
is the town station,
fucking
so
would.
like that's a good like Fuck, that's like a good 30 miles or something.
Somehow it'll happen. Don't question it.
Yeah.
How would that happen?
Like a vortex will open up. This is how like you'll know that supernatural or like superpowers exist. Is some dude will open a portal into your house and it'll kill you, but for a second you'll see this guy opening a portal in the sky with his stand power. And you'll be like, no, why didn't I get that? And then you're dead. Would you be okay? Like if the guy that killed you had a stand, would you be okay with that?
I wouldn't be okay with dying, but I mean, like, it's cool he's got a stand. Oh, I don't know how I'd know that.
You could see
True,
his
then you
stand.
can see it.
Means I have a stand.
So then Matt has a stand.
All right, Matt. Your superpower activates, but you only have it for an hour before you die.
So I'm like infamous big, but a little bit better.
Yeah.
Notorious large.
Yes.
Notoriety wide.
Notoriety wide. Oh God. Infamous large.
Disreputable thick.
Thick. Oh fuck. Yep. Yeah. That's you.
Grand.
That's you now.
Well, time to fucking jack off for an hour before I die. Stand!
Jerk off with your superpower. Wait.
What a fucking
Jerking
idiot.
off is your superpower.
Oh, that sucks. I don't know how I can make this
man.
one work. I mean, like, masturbating in public's probably fun, but not being arrested. I mean, if I die when they touch me, so, like, just gotta time it really well, I guess, if I only got the hour to live.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, in that time, you can just bust as many nuts with pinpoint precision accuracy that you want to. You can hit anywhere with your busted nuts.
I mean... Yeah, no, I'm gonna be real with you, man. A precision squirt gun can do what I'm aiming to do. So, like, I don't really see the point of this one unless I'm really looking to be the next Genghis Khan in an hour.
Well, here's the thing. It's not just the precision. It's also the power. The power of which it shoots out is entirely under your control.
Like I said, unless I'm looking to be the next Genghis Khan in, like, 1 hour, it's not very useful.
Cut your way through like a bank by just a constant stream of high-powered semen.
Listen, that moisture's got to come from somewhere.
No, that's your stand
You know,
ability.
you gotta
It
have like an
generates it
IV
for
set
you.
up.
From fucking where?
No. You just gotta have an IV like constantly just on you.
Nah,
like
it's
multiple
like
IVs.
you got like it's a wristband of IVs all just like connected to my shoulder, one after the other, just all in my veins.
Wait. That's your sweet like weird JoJo
The
outfit. It's just IVs, like a suit of IVs just covering your entire
God.
body. But it's also like you can just see through it, so it doesn't actually do anything. So you're
And I have to
basically
play
just
with
naked,
some of the needles in my
which
mouth.
worked well for your jacking off. Yeah.
Oh,
There you go. I've become a JoJo character. It just has that. It's like assless chaps.
oh God. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to be real with you. I still don't really want this.
All right, Matt chooses life instead of death with the superpower.
Yeah, because this one sucks. Listen.
Okay.
Life-
All right.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
also gotta die.
I don't want to be notoriously huge.
Okay, Matt. You have 1 day to live, but you gain the ability to control perfect circles.
My mind is already cracking in
What?
two with the idea of what to control a perfect circle with. Does this mean I can control perfect circles of air? Does this mean that it's limited to only a 2D field and not a 3D field? Does it have to be a
anything,
shape?
as long
a
as it's a
material?
perfect circle.
This is some fucking Yukari bullshit. God damn it. Okay, Jason, do you know
need to
Yukari
have-
from fucking Touhou?
Yeah.
Fucking Boundary Witch?
Yes.
Fucking exactly. God damn it. That's such a loose interpretation of what the fuck your powers are. Hey Kai, do you know who fucking Yukari is? If not, I'll fucking explain. Yukari is a
No, I
Touhou
don't.
yokai. Her ability is to fucking control boundaries. Or borders? I think it's borders or boundaries, one of the two. I can't fucking remember. But this basically means that anywhere you see, like, a seam of separation between two objects, like, between two material objects and or, like, a bend or a dividend, a boundary, the outline, that thing, she can fucking manipulate and open a space between that. But it also works in the concepts of brains. Boundaries between emotions, boundaries between thoughts, boundaries between people. Just anywhere the word boundaries can be inserted, her power works. Don't worry about it.
Great.
She hits you with a train in the fighting game.
Okay then.
Wait, Matt. I've got another one for you. You have 1 week to live, but you can control straight lines.
So I'm literally Yukari.
No. You can only control the straight lines, and they have to remain straight.
Well, what the fuck can I, like, are you telling me I can, like, Rubik's Cube the world then?
Yes.
Fuck do I want to
You can change
Like
the
how also
shape
the
and
time you
size
have
and direction
left to
of
live
the
just
straight
keeps getting
lines,
longer.
but they have to stay straight.
Is a square a straight line, Jason? Because if
It's
so,
four
I'm not
straight
changing
lines.
the shape of a straight line.
It's made up of 4 straight lines.
How?
You can
Okay,
modify the 4
Jay.
straight lines separately.
Please
can make the square
explain
bigger.
please explain to me how you change the shape of a straight line without making it not a straight line.
That doesn't make sense.
You make the line thicker or longer.
Then it's a rectangle.
It's still a straight line.
So a rectangle is a straight line.
In this context, yes, because you turned the straight line into a rectangle.
It's not
It's a
4
straight-
straight
it's
lines.
straight.
It's 1 straight line.
Because you transformed the line into a rectangle.
But only because I transformed it?
Yes.
So if I take a square and I mash it up into a rectangle and then shrink that to the perceptible degree of a straight line, is it or is it not a straight line?
Then it becomes a straight line and you can manipulate it.
And then I can refold it out into a rectangle?
Yes.
What the fuck does this do?
That's the question, Matt. What are you doing with your new power?
It sounds stupid.
Yeah, but it's a powerful ability.
No, I literally don't see how.
Listen. That straight line on your brain, now it's a lot bigger.
It's a wrinkly line, you asshole.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm sure that there is
Jason.
someone in the world that has a straight line on their brain.
I feel really bad
control
because
that
I don't want to attack retarded people, Jason.
And you can control that straight line.
And what, make it more straight and fucking lower their IQ further?
Yeah. Any line that's straight, you can manipulate. Any line, as long as it's straight, you can manipulate it.
The fuck is the point of this?
So you can't manipulate you because you're not straight.
Yeah.
Fuck's the point of this? I don't fucking...
Oh, it's really dumb, man.
Should I
It's
just
okay.
buy a bunch of razors and try to
Just
fucking...
move on. No,
Okay,
Matt, just move
whatever.
on. It's not worth time. Jesus Christ.
As Matt gets progressively more tilted.
It's just a really silly power.
Yeah, it is. But it's your superpower, Matt.
No, it's not.
This is your ability.
Jason, I can't do it right now. It's not my ability. And I'm not taking the
It's
deal
your
of
future
straight
ability.
lines for a week and then death.
Alright. Slightly curved lines.
Fucking, that's worse!
All right, you have the ability to manipulate cubes.
Fucking nah, just move on. I don't want to be Adam from fucking Nier. Just move on.
Next.
Kai,
Next
bring us
topic.
in. Yeah, sure.
You want me to do my topic? Alright. Going off Jason slightly mentioned earlier is that Borderlands 3 was talked about at PAX. There's a release date.
A buff girl.
And the more exciting part, it's not going to be on PC, but exclusively Epic's Game Store.
unsurprising.
Nope. For 6 months, it's going to be an Epic Store exclusive yet again.
That's the epic deal.
I don't like Borderlands. I'd lick that girl's abs.
Good. Good. Excellent. Happy to hear
Ugh.
it. Yeah, I really like Borderlands.
Yep.
And I'm excited.
I have played very little Borderlands, but I think it's interesting. And a lot of people are very upset about this.
The Epic Store thing? Unsurprising.
Yeah, understandably. It's just a really
Wait,
annoying thing. Especially
Randy
because it's for
Pitchford
6
doesn't
months.
work at...
It's
Wait,
like,
is this a Gearbox? So wait, yeah, this is Gearbox, right? Gearbox isn't dead?
Yep, this is Gearbox.
Alright, and Randy Pitchford, does he still... Or not Randy. Fucking...
Yep, Randy.
No, that's not who I'm thinking of. Hold on. Fuck. Hold on. You'll... Birch. Who's the VA, Jay? Ashley Birch?
For,
The discount Laura Bailey.
I think it is Ashley Birch.
Who's her brother?
Yeah.
Because that was a writer who used to work at Borderlands, or work on Borderlands at Gearbox. And I don't know if he's still there or not. Anthony Birch? I think that's it.
You're probably right.
I want to know if
Yeah.
he still works there or not, because if he still works there, I feel like the story has no saving grace. But if he doesn't, there's a possibility it could be pretty good. They have high expectations after fucking Tales from the Borderlands in story department, in my opinion. But they'll probably not take it seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
I would hope they would, and I would be very interested in just if legitimately if the story was decent, I have no problem with playing that for the gameplay and the story. Other than that, I'm decent. But we'll see.
So, yeah, I know that they're bringing in characters from Tales from the Borderlands into Borderlands 3.
And there's no doubt they wouldn't, because that was a fucking successful venture.
Well, it's like confirmed. They haven't mentioned. I don't think they've mentioned anyone other than Reese so far. But
Why Reese specifically?
Handsome Jack.
Well, yeah, I get that, but like, whatever.
Handsome Jack.
Well, there you can go with other ventures and avenues, but I guess this is the Roman Torchwick effect.
Handsome Jack.
Yeah, exactly, the Roman Torchwick effect, or the Handsome
the
Jack
face
effect.
of their series. Yeah.
Well, it's not. It's
Yeah,
when you get a
there's-
villain that's so likable and enjoyable that you literally can't let go of them.
Well, I mean, yeah, but after Borderlands 2, Handsome Jack became the face of Borderlands.
Yeah, probably, I guess.
Yeah. Like it's a thing. He's the most popular character. It's to the point where people that don't like Borderlands know who Handsome Jack is.
he's so fucking handsome.
It's because he's really cool. They made him a playable character in the following game, and then made him a playable character again in the next game. People really like him. I really like him.
Really like charismatic villains who are fun.
He's so cool. He's
Understandable.
such an asshole. He wears sneakers. And a suit. What a lad. I never beat the pre-sequel, but I totally played as Jack's doppelganger in the sequel. Or the pre-sequel. It was really fun. He was really strong. It was a good time.
My dead
I am
wife
excited
gives
for
me
Borderlands.
regenerating ammo.
Yeah. Oh man, and then I'm also I'm a huge fan of Tales from the Borderlands. That was like a really good game for me. I adored that series. I really wish the Telltale games didn't die, but it makes sense.
Dead in the fucking ground.
They are dead as dead can be. Also, Zero's coming back. That's also confirmed. But that's because Zero's their other more popular character. And then a bunch of I think it's most of like the entire cast from the first Borderlands game is coming back.
Oh boy, Brick.
Yep, we get Brick. And Lilith.
Oh boy, Brick.
Wait, do you know who I'm most excited to see return? My boy Claptrap.
I knew you were going to say this.
I love Claptrap so much. Kai's sigh of like,
Oh, I mean, you're entitled to your opinions.
Listen. Claptrap is the greatest character ever invented by anyone ever.
Sorry, Virgil.
This is a fact.
Even better than Rey from Star Wars, who I keep seeing pop up on this news site. Because Ryan Johnson is okay with Episode 9 retconning stuff from Last Jedi.
That's a fun little clusterfuck, isn't it? Think about that for a moment. The fucking,
Dude, he was like, oh my god.
The Force Awakens happens, right? You get your setup and your premise for all the shit that's going to happen. The Last Jedi happens and says, nah, fuck that. Just fuck that. Nope. Yeah, you thought? No, just fuck that. And then the fucking next movie's like, hey, no, fuck that. No, fuck that. Yeah, let's go back to fuck that. It's just a game of fuck that.
It's such a fucking mess.
Yeah.
It's real fucking disappointing.
It's a fucking mess.
Don't worry. The mouse will try harder next time to get your money.
Great, I can't wait.
Rest in peace. Disney.
Yeah.
Fix your shit.
Alright, Jason, bring us away from this horrible topic.
We're going to talk about more video games, guys, because that's what we do here. I want to talk about a game that was announced a while back and then died and then came back from the dead.
I love Code
It
Vein.
used to be called. Yeah.
I love Code
Vein.
Vein.
Yet, Matt.
There was a running gag at PAX between me and my friends that we were going to go to the Bamco section and be like, "Where's Code Vein?" And that they just wouldn't be allowed to say anything about it. Just be like, "Oh yeah."
Be like throw a sack over your head and carry you out. Don't you dare mention that game.
or they would just answer with God Eater facts. It would be like, "Hey, so
hey, you can check out God Eater 3 right now. In fact, it's actually out."
Then you're like, thanks, guys. Yeah. Yeah, no, so that's the thing. But yes, no, a game that got announced just the other day that I'm actually kind of a little excited for. I'm not putting too much stock in, but it's this game Darkborn. Which I do believe I sent you.
Yep, I was on
Yes,
screen.
Darkborn. This game. So it was originally known as Project White, and the whole concept of the game, which now has an official trailer and 15 minutes of gameplay footage, in its current setting. You play as a monster during Viking times, and basically the idea is that these Vikings murdered your family, and now you're gonna get strong and use a combination of stealth and your combat senses to murder them all.
Rising up.
Yep, exactly.
When you sent me that picture, I thought it was actually just a collection of all the Dark Souls and Bloodborne games.
I
I'm
really
just
wish.
disappointed now.
That would be so radical.
I don't think I need a
Darkborn.
re-release of all of them.
I think we have pretty much that already.
Yeah. Except Dark Souls 3
Yes.
and
Which are
Bloodborne.
already
yes.
on, like, quintessentially the most modern hardware. Unless you wanted that
Yeah,
Switch
exactly.
port of Bloodborne.
Oh God.
Yes,
Oh, please,
please.
So one of the cool things that I do think is neat is there's the 15-minute there's a 15-minute gameplay trailer right now that shows off like the monster gameplay, which looks a little bit jank, but I think that's because it's the first 15 minutes of the game, and it's still pretty early on in development, but towards the end, what this picture on screen now is from is a boss fight that you have. And there are certain enemies, and this one was generated intentionally for the game, but there will be more open world elements. And a lot of the enemies will be procedurally generated, kind of similar to how the Nemesis system works in Shadow of War. So they'll have different traits and stuff depending on it, and some of them will return throughout your game to face you, and they're procedurally generated, which I think is kind of neat. There's also going to be other monsters that you have to look out for, so you're not the top dog.
You're bottom bitch.
Yeah.
Rain World.
Yes. Rain World.
Makes you think of Rain World.
It's a game. Rain World's a game.
That terrifies me and is full of unholy abominations.
Is it?
Yes.
I have not played Rain World.
Do you want to be scared in the most primal way?
Yes?
Go play Rain World. Don't
I'm
look up
very
anything.
confused.
Don't look up a thing. Just go and play it. You will be horrified. You will
Don't
know
you
what
play
it
as that,
feels
like adorable mouse thing?
Slug cat.
Slug cat.
You will learn what it feels like to be an animal who is just trying to survive and is watching everything unfold in a terrifying manner. You will have that animalistic moment of, what the fuck is that? As you crouch down to try and observe it.
Oh no.
Everything that
no.
in that game moves off of a physics engine.
Uh-huh.
So it's like movement is physics based for everything. So like, so like, I don't know, just like go play it, find a noodle fly, and like just watch it observe you and feel unsettled.
Good lord.
Cause that's all that it took for me. Just go play Rain World. You'll like legit just go and buy it and play it. You'll understand primal fear. It's the only game that's ever given me true primal fear.
Yeah.
Play as the survivor, not the monk.
Jesus.
Monk is easy mode.
Jesus.
That was an unrelated tangent.
Okay.
It's physics-based movement, so there are things that just like crawl around using their limbs and they climb and their body shifts and sways in attachment to it. But it looks so unnatural and weird. It's alien and foreign. Things will
does
just
not sound
scream and hiss and light up and you don't understand why.
You're just like, why is it ringing at me?
There's naturally camouflaged things. Things are predators. They have developed to kill you, and you don't know how to fucking fight it.
Yikes.
Like, the best example I can give was, like, I'd gotten by out of my ass. So first off, it's like a Metroidvania, by the way. And I got to the next area, and I was like, oh, wow, this is weird. I got out and something was chasing me. I'm like, haha, you can't get to me. And from the fucking sky, this terrifying gastrous bulbous thing descends on me, snaps my neck, and it's just like, we're going.
Jesus Christ.
As it's like it flaps away and shoots mists and gas out of its body in order to propel itself. Fucking unholy abominations. Just go play it, Jay. Like, legit. I'll give you half the money that it takes to buy it if you go and play it.
I think I have to go play this game now.
Rain World's terrifying. It makes me feel like a small creature in a world that's literally about to just end my life.
That's awful.
You can do backflips in it.
You do backflips?
Yeah.
Worth it.
Aww.
There's
So cute.
there's a fuck ton of hidden movement in that game. It doesn't tell you how to do it, but if you figure it out, you are a stronger slug cat.
It's so cute. Slug cat is so cute.
Yeah, slug cat's pretty cute.
This is good. I'm okay with this. I will go play this game now, Matt.
Good.
Thank you.
Means I'll have someone to actually
Good.
talk about my primal fucking fear of Rain World.
Your abject terror of it.
This game, I love it a lot, but I have a lot of difficulty playing it because every time I see something move, my entire body just wants to die.
Oh no.
It's that level of fear where it's like, I choose death instead of remaining here.
Do you usually have a fear of, like, weird twitchy things?
I have a fear of insects. Like, bugs
Okay.
creep me out more than anything else. And the way these things move, in my brain is just like, everything moves like an insect. Wrong, and in ways that they shouldn't.
Oh. Yikes. Alright, I get it. That's some serious sketch, dude.
Just a bit.
I'm looking forward to this now.
Have fun.
See, I really like spooky things, but there's not enough things that are actually scary.
And that's the thing. I don't think Rain World is intentionally scary. I think its scare is just a byproduct of its environment and how it works as a game.
But see, that's the thing. The things that aren't intentionally scary are usually the scariest.
I can see that.
Like, things that are intentionally trying to
that makes
scare you,
sense.
there's always that level of, like, seriousness that it holds, right? That level of like, oh, we're trying to spook you, so we're gonna do these things to spook you. And usually, for me, when a game's trying to scare me, it reduces how scary it actually is, because I can usually say, yep, you're trying to do this here, or you're gonna do this here, because there's a pattern to it. But for, like, for games like Rain World, that it's more about, like, the aesthetic of it, and it's not trying to scare me. It's trying to continue to do what it's doing, and by extension of that, it's fucking freaky as shit.
Two things on that. One, a lot of fear is unfortunately predictable because a lot of fear in horror is now very formulaic.
Yeah.
When people break that mold, though, a la like PT a couple years ago, and you get weird shit like the head in the bag talking to you that's just kind of weird but makes sense. Or, hell, I feel like even your first introductory to, like, something like Interface may also be considered horror. But weird shit that unsettles you is usually for the best. Two,
Yeah.
Rain World has given me a fear unlike anything else. It's very primal, like, more primal than anything else. Primal is the word. I feel like an animal. Like, straight up. I don't think there's ever been a game that's given me more of the feeling of I am a beast in a world that does not care and wishes to hunt me down.
That's fair.
It's not necessarily horror fear. It's just a byproduct of my animal instincts.
It's real fear. It's genuine fear. Not like, oh, that's scary fear. That's like, it's fear.
It's survive.
Survival fear. Yeah.
It's your brain just saying, fuck out, this survive, go be hide.
Yeah, it's your instincts. It taps into something that, like, that's very guttural and real.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Like I said, though, don't look anything up about Rain World before you play.
No, I'm not going to. I would much rather go in blind. Didn't you also have that with Subnautica though?
Subnautica is a specific fear. I don't know what it is about.
I suppose that it's less instinctual for you and more of a I'm a person that doesn't belong in this area.
You've been cutting out a lot of this over the course of this, and I'm not worried about it. But you said something specific there, and I don't know what it was.
Oh, whack.
Like I said, it's probably going to be fine in the recording, and it's probably fine for other people, and it might just be me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no. I figured that would have been like a more of a I'm a person that does not belong in this place fear than a like my life is in danger and I'm a small animal fear.
Well, okay, so like specifically, I don't know what it is about deep ocean that always freaks me the fuck out. It's probably part of that fear of the unknown thing. But similarly, I think so. Like, if we're going to dissect this a bit, let's dissect some fear, shall we? Fucking, when it comes to deep ocean things, right? There's a lot of elements that go into it, like the depth of the ocean, the large and scale of things against me, the ferocity and my lack of control. So it's like in the water, obviously, I'm not made for the water. And Subnautica helps accentuate that because, well, you're just got in a diving suit at the beginning. You don't really have the most, and you're very vulnerable half the time. So when giant noises come out from the distance on the blood seaweed sands, I don't know what the fuck you call that place, and then you realize, oh, there's the Leviathan about to kill me, and it's about 20 times larger than it should be. Or like the Sea Emperor, or when the things fuck with you via your communications device. That's kind of a more, there's a mix of that, like, idea of primal fear, but also classical fear.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in my opinion, a lot of fear is either irrational or survival-based. Irrational being you don't understand entirely why it scares you, but it does. Even though it has no ability to hurt you, your brain is triggering off, being all like, something's wrong here. And I feel like part of that is why I'm afraid of the ocean and shit. There's obviously the explainable points, right? Where it's like, oh, shit, I can't see in the distance. Or, oh, big noises are happening and I don't know why. Or, oh, that thing is going to eat me. But there's also things I shouldn't be afraid of. Like the small crevices in the ocean of the rock formations. That even going down there and just exploring those crevices makes me nervous. Like, that should be fine. It's open waters. It's safe. I know this. It's just a cave that... It's not even a cave. It's a small tube pathway. But it creeps me out, and I don't understand why.
I don't know. I would argue that should be scarier than the open water. Because you're, like, if you're stuck in a cave, or even
it's not even a cave, dude. It's like a small rock formation that would be like the equivocal of a Tetris like T-piece. Like the inside of the cave is shaped like a Tetris T-piece with the openings for all like 3.
Yeah, but
or maybe like one of them blocked off.
Yeah, but like even so, that would trigger that response of I can't move from here. I'm trapped in this small area. Like obviously like there are reasons for fear of either, but I would argue that like that's more rational than the open water fear. Because you're trapped. Because like in an area where you have 3 openings, if you go in, let's say you start to go in and there's something in front of you and you're in a small cavern, you like you're gonna panic, like, oh shit, like can I turn around properly? Do I have to move forward? What am I gonna do? I can't.
It's not even that small, man. Like I can understand the claustrophobia thing, but it's like it's not as confined as what you're thinking of. But
that's
I get
not really
what you're trying to.
What I mean
I get
is,
what you're trying to talk about.
Like if you're walking down a hallway, right? It's the difference of being like in a hallway or in a field, right? If you have a massive thing in front of you in a field, that's terrifying. But you can move in any direction. If you're in a hallway and there's something terrifying in front of you, the only way that you can move is back. you can't go left, you can't go right. There's a wall on either side, so you either have to move forward or backwards. So like that's like that would trigger more of a rational response, because you cannot continue the direction that you were going, and you can only go in one other direction. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I feel like there's... Yeah, I get what you're talking about, but I also feel like there's nuance to that. I don't know. I'd feel safer in a hallway than I would in the underwater sea nooks. It's like, even if it were a tighter, more confined environment, like Fear would be a good example. The video game Fear. In the video game Fear, even, like, there was never a moment, even in the very, even in the more tighter areas, that I felt unnerved by the environment of it. Even if, like, Alma, or even if enemies are about to break the fucking door down, there was never a moment of tension that met the same level as just looking at an undersea cavern. Like, not even going close, just looking at it from above, to me, was like, oh, fucking A. Just a rock formation that has a hole in it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, I'm not arguing the semantics of, like, you know, land versus sea. Sea is obviously objectively scarier than land. Like people do not belong in underwater. That is not a thing. We are not built for that. We have to have very special equipment to go underwater. But no, I mean, obviously, I know that, like, there isn't going to be anything that will get you in that same way. You know, playing Fear versus playing Subnautica. What I mean is more like the objective fear of the open water underwater versus the caves underwater.
Like I said, I can see what you're talking about when it comes to the rationality of that fear. But I don't know, I think when, like, you're in the open water and everything's so murky that you can kind of tell where the sun is, but in the distance everything is completely barren and blank. It's just the endless blue. And then you hear the sound that is so loud it causes your entire body to tremor with it. Subnautica was another game that I do think it was a mix of rational and primal fear.
Oh man,
irrational.
Yeah. That's a game that, like, I should play more.
Irrational fear, me looking at underwater sea rock formations and getting freaked out. Primal fear, big fucking noise in distance I can't see. Rain World.
I get that though.
Rain World, everything is just primal fear, including the Shaded Citadel. That place is nothing but primal fear to me. Hey, do you like spiders? Do you like spiders that have made a conglomerate? Yes, they have their own banking system now too. It's wonderful.
Good for them.
They're like the dolphins.
Getting shit done.
They know.
Fuck.
Even the things that shouldn't have scared me in Rain World scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, I can imagine why. It seems like it has a horrifying aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slightly.
But it's Slugcat's very cute.
Slugcat is very cute. Apparently you can get infected by a virus in Subnautica now.
Oh boy. Does it make you go insane?
It makes these glowing boils appear on your hands.
Gross.
Well, that's cool.
That's terrifying. Imagine being underwater and then feeling like you're trying to go to, like, this place that seems safe, or like swim into, like, a cavern, and like you start to feel this weird, like, this pain coming from your body, and you get up and you're coughing and stuff, and you take off your gloves, and there's these weird boils on your hands. They're like green, and you're now trapped underwater in a cavern, and you're infected with some weird alien disease.
That's better to me. It's like, oh cool, now I'm gonna die. I get finally this release from this Orwellian nightmare. Or not Orwellian. Aurelian's completely wrong. We get a release from this complete nightmare of whatever form.
Yeah.
Which monster is the Leviathan? Is that the long red and white one?
No, that was yeah, that's the Leviathan. Yeah, so the Leviathan's the red and white snake thing that has the pincers on the front of its face. The Sea Emperor was what I was about to confuse it with. The Sea Emperor is this giant brown fish thing with like claws, like a mantis. It's fucking huge. There's also a Sea Queen corpse, but no actual Sea Queen. There's also the Ghost Leviathans, which are also spooky. If you try to go out of bounds of the map, you'll encounter Ghost Leviathans, which are transparent Leviathans that would appear in like deep water. They'll just end your life. Fucking, this goes all the way back to goddamn Jack Daxter on the PS1 for me. Where it's like, if you swam too far out, lurker sharks would appear from the water and just eat your ass. It was a way to glitch, not glitch, but avoid them. So that you could keep going out of bounds, and I think that's used in speedruns.
Yeah, Matt, it turns out the Sea Emperor has been added to the game.
No, yeah, the Sea Emperor has been there for a while. The Sea Queen has a corpse. I don't think there's an actual Sea Queen in-game, though.
Huh.
Or Sea Empress. It's like the big thing at the bottom of the ocean that's so fucking huge that when you explore its corpse, it's like, wow. And it's also part of the plot. Yeah, Subnautica has a plot, by the way.
Does it?
Yeah. It's stupid.
I would imagine. It's Subnautica.
Subnautica did not need a plot. Nor did it need a lot of the things that it currently has. But hey, it has them.
Whack.
I would have preferred more base building survival aspects and giant sea creatures that want to fuck me. When's the giant kraken that destroys my base? That would have been nice.
I'll never forget. There was one time that I was talking with Matt on Skype. We were just chatting, and he was playing Subnautica, and then I just hear like part of a scream, and then like this like really awful electrical noise come from his end, and then him just disappear in the call all within a second. And he was playing, and instead of pausing and like turning off the game or alt tabbing out, he screamed and ripped the power cord in his tower out of the wall. I will never forget that moment. Of just the absolute abject terror in him.
Yeah, the deep ocean's scary. It's probably up there with my #1 fears.
Yeah, it is.
You know what's really terrifying? The fact that there's probably giant monsters like that in real life.
If they are, they exist elsewhere. Either that
Could
or
be.
so far down the ocean, I'll never see them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're definitely like, I mean, we found some truly massive things. Massive living things, and we can't even get to to the parts where like it would open up so massively that there's just preposterously massive creatures.
I'm gonna run you through what my thought line just did, right? Wow, there are such big things in the bottom of the ocean. You know, the bottom of the ocean is really like space. I wonder if there are things that can survive in space. Well, if there are, how would they work? If they're big, I wonder if they're big. Are there space whales? You know, like they're big and they're in the ocean. Well, they could be in space too. Wait a minute, space whales, big deep sea space whales, Monstro, Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is actually an extension of deep sea horror, but in space with whales.
Matt.
It's my thought process right there.
Yep.
I need to run you through that to get you up to speed. Deep sea whales are now on my checklist.
Deep sea whales.
Or deep space whales, I guess I should say.
God.
Deep sea space whale? Deep sea space whale.
That's a good question. I wonder if there is any life that can survive in the space.
There might be. There might not be, though. Who knows?
I mean, like
Possibly.
if there were space whales, they would be so like small proportionally that we wouldn't be able to see them.
Microcosm
So, like-
universe entities that are space whales.
And like the space is so vast that even if we traveled like in anything below light speed, we still wouldn't be able to see them. That's fucking crazy to think about.
We really
I
ought to
never
play
really
that
thought about
tabletop.
There totally could be like living creatures in the space limbo.
We really ought to play that tabletop at some point. Oh yeah, you can make a clicking noise with your mouth.
Oh my god, man! Ah!
Jesus Christ.
Matt's dying, guys. It's a fact.
I mean, we all are, very slowly. Mine
Yep.
just happens to be a little bit faster than everyone else's.
Whoa.
I'm gonna go back to bed.
No
after
Man's
this.
Sky add. What was that, Matt?
What are you saying?
No, what did you say?
I was like, I'm just gonna go back to bed out of this. I hope you know.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised. Sounds
I
about
figured.
right. No, I was gonna say, didn't No Man's Sky just add like a ocean expansion?
Don't they have a huge expansion thing going up?
Well, they've had a lot of huge expansions,
Yeah, they have.
but I thought
Was it
they
recent?
recently had a.
I haven't played that
I
game in a
heard
while
that
now.
they did like a full like 180.
Oh yeah, no, that recent. It wasn't super recent, but it was the last update that I was aware of that happened. It was a really big one. Added a lot of stuff and fixed a lot of the like complaints
That's
and
really
stuff.
good. I'm glad that
people
they
had.
like kept working on it after they got
Yeah.
so fucking dissed.
Otherwise, Sean
I mean,
Murray
they
would be
really-
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
He could still be dead. We
He
don't
could
know.
still be.
When's the
Didn't
last
he
time
just
you
have
saw
a
Sean
career?
Murray, eh?
Like a
Exactly.
week or two ago.
When this game was first announced.
Sean Murray, rip.
You can't prove to me he isn't dead.
What if I like brought him to your house?
Yeah. Body
Fake
double.
news.
Fake.
It's body double, man.
Rolling
Yeah.
Stones.
Not the real
I'm
one.
gonna fucking.
How do we know that that's even Sean Murray in the tapes? How
If
do you
you-
know that's even really him?
Okay, no. If you try to convince me that Sean Murray is alive, I will be convinced Rolling Stones took care of him. He's got a fate worse than death if he survives, so Rolling Stones is like, nah, I got you, bruh.
Good. Good.
What a weird stand.
Good, good, good.
Yeah. Yeah. JoJo's weird.
Part 5 is fun.
JoJo's good.
It's got some weird ones in it.
Yeah,
Part
it is.
6 is very fun. It's got some really weird ones in it. Feng Shui.
Yeah, it fucking does. Oh,
It's real. Drink your
so
own piss.
fucking
Piss
weird,
therapy.
But I love it.
Stay alive forever.
Yeah.
You know that incident of where people went into the mountains and they all cannibalized and killed each other? Yeah, that's a stand.
Oh,
Living
thanks, Rocky.
conglomeration of plankton are a singular stand. They're their own stand.
Yep. They are their own
Yeah.
stand.
Kiss.
Oh, good
Kiss
Lord.
makes me uncomfortable. Not because, like, oh, you have two arms growing out of the same socket. No, that's fine. That's actually cool. I like that. It's when you put them back together. because Kiss is described as a force that makes it really, like, painful and a thwack, potentially breaking the arm. So what makes me really uncomfortable is every time I think about that happening to a body part, like your jaw or like your head. It's just like the imaginary bones colliding so that you basically get a concussion. Makes me really uncomfortable.
Oh.
Kiss makes me so
It's pretty
uncomfortable.
awful.
But it's a cool stance. It's just, fuck, don't touch me with it.
Yeah.
Or anyone. Only metal. Don't use it on people. Hermes, please. Zero gravity. Slugs. Racists. It's the best stand of all, really. The KKK are a powerful stand. Fucking, you thought Magician's Red was the ultimate fire? Wait till I whip out my fucking lawn cross.
True. Oh.
It was funnier in my head.
JoJo's truly unique.
It's beautiful.
And then fucking part 7's the best one. Anyway, moving away from conversation topics where apparently Jason doesn't know enough. How about them dicks? Listen, I didn't bring any topics this week, and I'm barely alive, and I'm trying to get us away from the awkward silence phase.
But
yeah, I guess we
like
can.
2 hours. Yeah. Also, so we can have at least some.
Sorry about that. Go ahead, take us out.
Also. It's all good.
Oh, right.
Are you too tired to do the outro?
Fucking, no? I don't know. Fucking Schmucks. There's an email. You can email it. It's SomeSchmucks@gmail. No one's emailed it. You can though. Where do you find us?
Like emails.
Email us some topics.
So if you guys would like more updates and whatnot about us, you can find us on our YouTube, which is SomeSchmucks, over at our group Twitter, at SomeSchmucks, over at our Facebook, which is also SomeSchmucks. If you want to see more from me, I have my Facebook and my Twitter at ShadowFox. And Kai, where can we find you?
At some_conformist on Twitter.
Additionally, we also have our streams 3 nights a week at twitch.tv/SomeSchmucks.
There you go. Did you forget that one, or are you purposely doing that?
What are you talking
about?
What? For anyone that's still here, in about an hour, we're going to be doing our Friday night stream. So stick around, or, we'll see you in about an hour. Yeah. Other than that, we love you.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.